it just makes me think like, wow, it's touched all these people, and now it's touching me.
I think positivity is a thing we need in all of our communities, especially now with everything going on. Just little things that people can do every day, saying hi, lending a hand here and there, makes a big difference.
I feel like the simple good is more about caring, helping others, going around different communities, for example, like the elderly, and going to North Mondale to see students do graffiti art.
My community in recent years has become one of the most negative communities in the city. And I feel like if something positive were to happen, it will be able to keep at least that one team, save one team's life or influence somebody else to do something good.
All right, guys. Awesome. Well, that's just a little preview of, the work that we do here in the city and a little preview of what you'll be hearing here today. So let me just share my screen again. Awesome. So I'm going to kick it off to Miss Ollie, who's going to tell you a little bit more about what we've been doing over the past week, and most importantly, start introducing our students who will be sharing their meaning of the simple good with all of you here today. So Miss Ollie, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Bria. Good morning, y'all, and happy Friday. Let me hear you say happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yay, we made it through the week. And I'm talking about y'all because the girls especially, we've been meeting every single day during the spring break, right? So they were off of school, but they logged in every single day this week to put in the work to create some amazing art pieces. So I hope y'all are super excited to be able to hear from them and be inspired to find out how they've been finding the simple good in their lives, both in themselves and around their communities. First off, for those of you that were able to check out the video and are some returning supporters, I love if y'all could blast the chat with some simple goods that y'all are feeling today. What is something that has brought you a smile to your face, has brought you happiness, has brought you peace that you're grateful for? Go ahead, click the chat button and start throwing them in there. As y'all are doing that, I'm going to go through a little bit of housekeeping, right? So let's create a brave space together. So what does that mean? It means please remain on mute while students are presenting. Everybody will get their turn to throw in their 2 cents and show some support. I want you to feel free to add any comments, questions, or feedback in the chat. Please be kind and open to the ideas of others, right? Like we said, this is a brave space. And what does that mean? We are all held accountable to be our true authentic selves and to support one another in a way that is constructive, right? And I want you to think about your simple good throughout this presentation and continue to be ready to share. So go ahead, click open that chat and see all the different simple goods that are coming in. Yes. So the sun, walking down the street and just feeling the sun on my face made all the difference this morning. Yes. My best friend, my simple good today was Man Cafe and Arepa. Yes. My simple good is seeing the youth make life connections through their art. Made myself a delicious smoothie, had some extra and shared it with my roommate. My simple good is sharing space with these awesome girls. Something that brought a smile to me today was breakfast. That's right. A lot of food ones in here today. That's what happens when we have a morning showcase, right, y'all? All right. The other thing that I want to do is I want to thank our guest speakers that are here today. That's right. All of our showcases invite guest community shakers and makers and movers into the space to provide some feedback. So today, I'd really like to thank community builders and art activists Jay and Laura for being here with us today. Let's give them a round of applause. Hooray! So we know the deal. After each girl presents, both Jay and Laura are invited to provide some feedback as well as some questions, right? The girls have been practicing all week, showing their artwork to one another, and they're ready to answer your questions to really be able to, once again, showcase what their simple good is. Before we go ahead and showcase the girls' work, though, we have a very exciting piece of art that was actually created by one of the Build staff members. We have been working all week again with Build, with their Building Girls to Women program, and Miss Isis actually created a piece inspired by the simple good and y'all at Build. Miss Kalia is here today to present it for her. So Pri, if you could move to the next screen, and Miss Kalia, I pass it over to you.
Hello, everyone. So I am Kalia. I am the therapist for Building Girls to Women, but I will be presenting this for Miss Isis. That really does look like her. So if you wonder what she looks like, that looks like her. So she said, hello, my name is Isis, and I am a Building Girls to Women specialist. My simple good is the simple goods in life. Because as an adult, listening in and supporting the girls through the Simple Good program has been eye-opening from the summer to this past week. Too often, we take for granted the simple things in life. Sometimes we fail to see our own simple goods in life and in our communities. Working with Miss Ali has been so inspiring and empowering. We are surrounded by simple goods. We just need to notice them. My simple good was inspired by Miss Ali and my mother. Miss Ali has challenged us all to discover simple goods all around us. And every time we talk about our simple good, I couldn't help but to hear my mom, a saying my mom always told me, life is too short. We need to live in the present moment and let go of all doubts, anger, and insecurities and take notice of little things. I depicted my simple good in my comic frame by showing myself in our Building Girls to Women shirt. As you can see, that's her, with empowering words and some of my simple goods in life. BG2W is a part of me and has shaped who I am today. Sometimes we overlook the amazing things we do as individuals. This comic is a shout out to all my youth I've ever worked with, the lovely Simple Good staff, and my amazing Building Girls to Women team. I plan on using my meaning of the simple good to improve my community and change the world by helping those I work with and those around me to see the simple good in their life and their communities. This is important to me because this is the work I do. So thank you, Simple Good, for helping me find the positive in all things. A simple good question I would like to ask others. I challenge everyone to sit and think about, what are your simple goods in your life and in your community?
Thank you. Let's clap so loud that Miss Isis will be able to hear all the way wherever she's at. Yes. And thank you, Miss Clea, for sharing that. Okay, I'm already crying, so you know that this is going to be a wonderful 2 hours. All right, y'all. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to start to share out some of our amazing artwork from our students. So I want you to get super duper excited because, again, they have been working on these hard all week. So they're going to be reading out their artist statements for y'all. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the artwork, feel free to use that chat box. And we'll also be hearing from Laura and Jay as they provide them with some real-time feedback. All right, without further ado, I want to call up Marshana. Next slide. Yes, Marshana. All right, Marshana. Where are you at, Marshana? Oh,
Okay.
Go ahead, Marshana.
I pulled it up.
Sorry, y'all. We might be having a little bit of a technical difficulty. Go ahead. Try it again, Marshana.
My name is Marshana. I'm 14, 8th grade. And because you want someone to treat you, you want to be treated. My sister would fight my mom. She would say respect people because you wouldn't know how to feel. I depicted myself as my comment about how to pray someone to be gay, but the closest person to gay. And she learns to respect others' feelings. The respect of who they are. I'm trying to me and this is good to improve my community and change the world by when you respect someone, they feel wanted and feel like someone actually cares for them and give them more confidence to be where they are. This is important to me because being respected gives more confidence about yourself.
All right, Marshana, thank you so much for sharing. I think that we were having a little bit of difficulty hearing you, Marshana. So one of the suggestions that Laura put out there was if you want to go ahead and type in, I know you have your whole artist statement, so I'm not going to ask you to type your whole artist statement in there, but if you want to go
reread it for her.
Oh, perfect. Go for it, Miss Clea. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marshana Connor. I am 14 years old in 8th grade and attend Brian Piccolo. My simple good is showing respect because you would want someone to respect you and treat you how you want to be treated. My simple good was inspired by my mom. She would say respect people because you wouldn't know. Wait, give me one. So you wouldn't know what it does to make fun of someone for being gay, but little does she know the person closest to her is gay, and she learns how to respect others' feelings and respect them for who they are. I plan on using my meaning of the simple good to improve my community and change the world by when you respect someone, they feel wanted or liked by people they actually care about them, and that gives them the confidence to be who they are. This is important to me because you feel more confident about yourself. Thank you. A simple good question I would ask other is, how do you show respect?
Yes, thank you. Let's give it up for Marshana. Miss Clea, thank you so much coming in clutch with the reading. All right, so you could go ahead. If you want to ask Marshana any questions, and Marshana, if you're with us, you can go ahead and throw it in the chat. So any feedback right now for Marshana? We'll pass it over to Laura first.
Well, first off, what a profound and beautiful message. It's so needed right now to lead with kindness and respect. And respect means a lot of things to a lot of people. My question to you is, what really motivated you to make this your simple good?
I don't really know. I just see how people like gay people like being treated right now in the world, and how they don't get no respect or nothing.
Yes, thank you. Bree put in the chat, I love the details in the room that contribute to your storytelling. Amazing. Jay, we'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, Marshana, thank you for sharing this with us. This is, first of all, super beautiful. I see you did your thing on your artwork. Let's give some snaps for Marshana. I just wanted to give you feedback to say, identifying something as far as respect is so important, especially as being younger and coming up, and identifying that a lot of people are going to show up in different ways, and to be so present to respect. And I'm assuming so that you show up at school in this same way that you depicted here. And, when people are being bullied or people are being, made fun of, showing up in space to identify that these values are so important. And so my question to you is, when it comes to you seeing space outside of your friends or things, when people aren't being respected, how do you show up with simple good in that space?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, well, now, yes.
But I show it's like they not taking enough of their stuff or standing up for themselves. Like I say something about it because you're not just gonna let somebody sit there and say rude things about you.
That's awesome. Thanks, Marshana.
Amazing. Great job. Thank you. Yes. Okay. All right. So next up, we have Heaven. Heaven, where are you at, Heaven?
Hey, Allie, you have something in the chat from another student that's asking about going next because their phone is dying. Just FYI.
Oh,
I'm here. But unfortunately, my phone is acting really weird, so I won't be able to turn my camera on so everybody can see me. But I can read my artist statement and stuff out.
Please do, Heaven. We are ready for you. Santini, I'm about to text you.
Start now?
Go for it, Heaven.
Hello, my name is Heaven Draper. I am 13 years old in 7th grade, and I attend Brian Piccolo. My simple good is doing something that feels good to you and also being yourself. Because if you try to do something that you really don't like, or something that doesn't feel good to you and your heart and your soul, then that can affect you in a really bad way. My simple good was inspired by my mom because I remember that a lot of people judged me when I was younger because I like to do hair and I guess I didn't stay out late or sneak out. So and I guess that the thing that I like to do wasn't really common or popular to everybody else. So I got judged a lot and basically started forcing myself to do the things that they did. But then one day my mom, she's just like, just be yourself and if hair feels good to you, then you can just do it without worrying about anybody judging you. And I decided my simple good in my comic by telling a story about a girl who found out who she really is because she got bullied a lot also, but she finally realized that like she really shouldn't care about what anyone says. I plan on using my meaning of the simple good to improve my community and change the world by inspiring other people with this simple good so they can go out and spread this simple good to other people. This is important to me because I really know I know how that feels to like force yourself to do something that you really don't like. So and it really doesn't feel good. And I just advise everybody not to force yourself to do anything that they don't like. And a simple good question I would ask others is, what do you think feels true to you? Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Heaven. All right, Jay, feedback, questions.
Oh, Heaven, I love that. Like, be you, do not be swayed any other way. I love your message. I think it's so important, and kudos to you for being in a place where you're like really tapping into that. My question for you, with your simple good about being yourself, that can get difficult, right? And you get pressures from friends to do things just like you said. You got pressure from friends to do things and it wasn't true to you. So, what is it that you do or that you're going to do the next time you find yourself in a position where you're feeling pressured? How are you going to remind yourself to be yourself?
I would just always rethink of the conversation that me and my mom had, which was 2 hours long. I would just always remember that conversation of her just telling me to be myself and on how like you would notice that it really don't feel good to try and act like something that you're not, or to try to do something that really doesn't just feel uncomfortable to you. So I would just remember that and just rethink.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Evan.
Yes, amazing. And I want to bring us our attention to the chat too. Shannon says, love it, Heaven. I especially connect with your last panel that looks to the future. Kayla loves it. Olivia, what feels true to you? Bree, yes. I wish I had the confidence to stay true to myself at your age. Shanna, wow, yes. Staying true to yourself can be so challenging. What a powerful message. Laura, any questions and feedback for Heaven?
Yes, first off, Heaven, this is so beautiful, such a wonderful message. And even day to day, this is something that I wake up and go to bed reminding myself that we have to stay true to ourselves. So seeing you step into your shine is a really inspiring thing. And for me, surrounding myself with people that step into their shine and their self, and their energy and their power is such a profound thing. Have you seen a shift in your friendships and your relationships once you started stepping in and embracing your joy?
Yeah, it was a lot of shifts and changes because like once they finally realized that I was starting to be true to myself, then and they realized that it was either me being true to myself or just me not being friends with them at all. And and I guess that they wanted to keep the friendship between me and them alive. So they just finally accepted me being myself.
Energy speaks to energy. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Let's give it up for Heaven. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, and next up we have Santania. Santania, are you with us?
Yeah.
All right, Santania, take it away.
Okay. I can't turn my camera on because I'm in a public place and it's like people around. But okay, my Hello, my name is Anthony. I'm 12 years old and I'm in 7th grade. Oh my God.
It's all good. It's 2021. Keep it going, Santania.
Hello, my name is Anthony. I'm 12 years old in grade 6. I attend to Unity Junior High School. My simple good is being nice to people and complimenting people, because when I was a bit younger, I used to get bullied for the way I looked and the body I had. My simple good was inspired by that, by people bullying me, and basically made me stronger. And yeah, I just up there my simple good in my comment by basically showing everyone what it's like, what some people have to go through on a daily basis because of what they like to do and what they like to eat. I plan on using my meaning of the simple good to improve my community and change the world by like the way that my story is. Like, hopefully someone will like read that and it will show them what not to do to somebody. This is important to me because I would never want to have nobody go what I went through, bullying, body shaming, all of that. A simple little question I would ask is, what was a hard time that you went through and that you have gotten over it? Thank you.
Yes, Antonia, thank you. And what a great reflection question, right? What are the experiences that we bring to the table that have made our simple goods and ourselves stronger? Thank you. All right, Laura, feedback for Santania.
First off, I want to know where you're from in this panel, because Publix is in there. Publix is there down south. But aside from that, your message really hits close to home, I think, for a lot of people, to feel comfortable in their own skin and to not let other people's judgments permeate and make you feel a certain way. Confidence comes from within, and that sense of security and confidence is really, really important. So I appreciate you sharing that with us. My simple good question to you is, when you are in conversations with people that might have negative views of what you should or should not do or eat or look like, what is a positive way that you can react in those situations?
I think I would say just tell them what not to do. Like, that's not okay.
Stand your ground, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna hop in next. Santania, I love this. Gosh, that message, right, around staying true to you. And like, bullying is such trash, isn't it? It's just like exhausting. Who wants to deal with bullying? And I think the way that you reacted and having empathy to understanding like people go through different things. I heard you mention like everyone has a different story. And so we have to like honor and respect everyone's story. And so my question to you is, what advice would you give someone? You said you went through bullying and you had that experience, and it sounds like you've, come out on the other side of it. If someone now is listening and they're experiencing being bullied right now, what would be your advice to them to get through it? And maybe it's some things that you did.
Okay, I would say do not listen to what nobody thinks of you, and what you picture of yourself is basically the only thing that you should believe in. And if it's really hurting you, you should talk to somebody else about it.
Love that. Thank you.
Amazing. Give it up for Santania, y'all. And Olivia writes in the chat, thank you for your dedication, Santania, and showing up for yourself. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right, next up, we would love to invite Kayla to share with us her simple good. All right, Kayla.
Good morning. Okay. Hello, my name is Kayla. I am 13 years old and attend Percy Julian Middle School. My simple good is being honest because it is always important to be honest with yourself and others to help build relationships. My simple good was inspired by my mom, who always teaches me the importance of honesty and how it can affect you and all of the people around you. I depict my simple good in my comic by showing how the truth can be scary at times, but no matter what, it is always important to be honest. I plan on using my meaning of the simple good to improve my community and change the world by helping people see how telling the truth can be rewarding. This is important to me because even if it is hard to be honest, it is always best to be honest. A simple good question I would like to ask others is, what is a time you thought someone wasn't being honest with you? How did it make you feel? And what would you do differently if you can confront them about it?
Yes, thank you, Kayla, bringing that realness to us to really think about that. Thank you so much. Jay, questions, feedback.
Feedback is yes, honesty. Lies are such a waste of time, right? Like just be honest. It's tough. Sometimes you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. So necessary and so important because it can be difficult. So I just want to commend you, for really grounding in that. My question to you, because I heard you say it'd be to help the community, see the rewards of being just honest. And so my question is of being honest. How can you help people in your community to see that there's such a benefit to honesty?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your question there. Could you repeat it?
Oh shoot, am I breaking up? Am I clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna ask you, in your community, what can you do, or what are some ideas you have to help others recognize the benefits of honesty? Because I heard you say you'd want to do that.
Well, something I do already is talk to my friends. I make sure to check in with my friends on a daily basis. And even when I ask them, how are you? I say, really, how are you doing? Tell the truth, be honest with yourself. If you're not okay, that's perfectly fine. So that's one thing I do currently that helps my friends be more open and honest with me personally.
Oh, I love that, Kayla. Thank you.
So I'll jump in as well. Shannon talked about perspective in the chat, and I have to agree. Your use of perspective and storytelling and the elements to pull people in is really, really impressive. So claps to that. And just in terms of, you break it down in such an empathetic way, so that it is, at least for me, to kind of break down those steps of the why of why it's so important that to be truthful, even though it makes you uncomfortable. That's really, really wonderful. And it makes a lot of sense. My question to you would be, in those moments of uncomfortableness, and what do you use as a reminder that really resonates for you to be able to kind of step out of that uncomfortableness and kind of breathe for a second and say, you know what, I'm going to make this choice and I'm going to tell the truth?
Well, one thing I always tell myself is it'll be okay. Even if I end up getting in trouble, even if something ends up happening that I didn't want to happen, it'll be okay. I'll go on with my life. And that being honest with whoever I'm talking with, it'll make them feel better that I am comfortable enough to tell them a hard truth rather than a good lie. So making sure that whenever I'm talking to somebody, it's better for them as well to hear the truth rather than say what I think that they want to hear.
Thank you so much.
Yes, let's give it up for Kayla, y'all. Amazing. Come through, Kayla. Hard truth rather than a good lie. Come on then. Yes, we would need more of this attitude in the world. Appreciate you. Amazing job. Thank you so much. All right. Lamia.
Hello, my name is Lamia Marsh. I'm 13 years old. In eighth grade, I attend Pragmatic School, and my simple goal is being able to help us because you should always be nice to us. So they teach you the same. My simple goal was inspired by myself. I'll be showing my simple good in my coming by helping the teacher clean the classroom after it was left at nothing. I plan on using my meaning of simple good to improve my community and change the world by helping others do the right thing. This is important to me because I want the world to be a better place. Thank you. A simple good question I would ask others is who inspires you to always do the right thing.
Lamia, great job. Thank you. All right. Laura, if you want to provide some feedback for Lamia.
I'm so sorry. I had a little bit of trouble hearing that.
Lamia, do you wanna go again? Do you want to read it through again? That way Miss Laura can hear you.
Yeah, I'll read it again.
All right, thanks.
Okay. Hello, my name is Lamia Marsh. I am 13 years old in eighth grade. I attend Pragmatic School. My simple goal is being able to help others because you should always be nice to others so they will treat you the same. My simple good was inspired by myself. I'll be sure my simple good might come by helping the teacher clean the classroom after it was left a mess. I plan on using my meaning of simple good to improve my community and change the world by helping others do the right thing. This is important to me too. This is important to me because I want the world to be a better place. Thank you. A simple good question I would ask others is who inspires you to always do the right thing?
Yes, I love that. Well, what sticks out to me the most is that you stepped into that. You're the one that's inspiring those good deeds and those good actions. And my question is to you, what moments really inspired you to step in for yourself and to show up for yourself, to lead in terms of good deeds?
Lamia, were you able to hear that question from Laura?
Yes. I don't know, because
This actually, your picture reminds me of a time that I was in the fourth grade and I was waiting in line and somebody was having trouble paying for their lunch. And so even having a conversation and sharing my lunch with them, that was a reminder to me that I have the power to make a difference and share and share in my good deeds and my good fortunes. So this was a good reminder for me. So thank you.
Great job. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, Lamia. I love this drawing because it shows how everyone's just talking about how much they love lunch and this excitement around lunch. And it seems like you're even a part of that excitement in that talk, but you notice that the class is a mess. So you decide to do something that's going to help someone else's day go a little better, be a little bit easier, which speaks a lot towards you and your character. So I just want to commend you on that. And my question to you, which might be a little, I don't know, but I guess my question to you is when you say you want to help the community to do the right thing, what does that mean to you to do the right thing? Like, what is doing the right thing?
helping others and like treating people with respect.
Nice. Thank you, Lamia. That's beautiful.
Amazing. Great job, Lamia. All right, y'all. If we could please give it up for Mayana.
It's Mayana.
Mayana, I'm sorry, Mayana. Go ahead, Mayana. Take it away.
Okay. All right. Hello, my name is Mayana Johnson. I am 13 years old in seventh grade and I attend Brian Piccolo. my simple good is being nice to people, even if things could be rough between y'all, and help people when they need it. Yeah, I see. I picked that because, like, if like something is going on between you and somebody, you can't be mean to them for like too long, because then it's gonna get boring to you yourself. Yeah, my simple good was inspired by my teachers and my bill teachers. So yeah. Um I didn't really use my simple good for my comic. I did, but I didn't, because they up in my comment, they wasn't being mean to the girl. They was actually being nice. So yeah, and I plan on using my meaning of simple good to improve my community and change the world by helping each other out, and yeah, just helping each other out, because I don't know. But I said this is important to me, because you ain't gonna be able to make no friends or have no friends if you gonna be mean, because ain't nobody gonna sit up in your face and be your friend and play all cool and nice with you if you being mean to them. So, and a simple good question I would ask other is, would you be able to be somebody's friend if they being mean to you?
Great question. Thank you so much. Yes. All right, Jay, questions, feedback.
Yes, thank you so much. That was amazing. Sorry, my screen decided to flip views on me, so I'm trying to see. Here we are, I'm back. But yeah, that's completely technology. That's completely beautiful. Gosh, kindness, right, is like so powerful. I think sometimes we can forget that. So I just want to say thank you just for reminding us, that to be kind is really like the best way to be nice. And so my question to you is a little bit about your question back to you. So if someone is being mean or not being kind to you, how do you show up in kindness in response to them?
I'll be like, wait, you said like if I was in that position myself?
Yeah, like if someone was, being mean to you, or just kind of has an attitude, right? We've had those positions. Someone's had an attitude, they have a bad day, who knows? But how do you show up? Like, what do you do in those situations to show kindness and to be nice?
I'll probably just be like, I tell them it's not cool, and then then I'm gonna be like, what if you was in a position and you don't want nobody to do that to you and stuff like that?
Nice. I love that. Thank you so much.
Cool. Well, first I want to say that I really, really love your artwork. The choice that you made to show the future that you want to see, as opposed to something that you've seen in a situation that you've done or you've seen that has reacted in a negative outcome. This is really, really cool. It makes me more motivated to reimagine situations that are positive and how I can make things, make situations become more positive. So my question to you is, when you step into a situation where people might be being mean, is it helpful to kind of reimagine shifting that energy and creating a more positive space.
I think you're muted.
I couldn't hear what she said.
Was I muted the whole time?
No, not you, Lada.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't think she said, I think she needs you to repeat the question.
Oh, sure. So I loved how you framed the situation in a future that you want to see, that kindness showing up. So when you step into a situation that, you know, there might not be that much kindness, do you imagine what it would be like if you were to show that kindness? Or what are the steps you take to kind of move in that direction?
Um,
Or maybe a simpler question as well, because I'm like thinking about the back end of this is like, how did you come to draw this particular scene?
I mean, I don't know.
And that's okay too. The message is clear. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Great job. And I want to bring our attention to the chat. Olivia says, you have the power to create the energy you want to surround yourself with. Positivity attracts positivity. And we can see your beautiful face. Look at you go, Mayana. All right, thank you. Give it up. Hooray. Yes. All right. We're going to go ahead and invite Zakaya next.
Hello. Wait, hold on, just 1 second. I'm sorry, okay. Oh my God. Okay, so hello, my name is Zakaya. I am 14 years old in 8th grade, and I attend George Streetland. My simple good is caring and giving to others and thoughts, like thoughts in your head. Because every simple good starts with a thought and caring or giving to someone, some others, right? My simple good was inspired by a villain that had a tragic childhood who no one paid attention to. Oh my God. She was homeless because her parents kicked her out and her parents did not care for her. She did bad things to give to people in need, but the heroes did not understand her. But she was a hero to children all around the world. But a villain to the hero. Okay, I this depict my simple good in my comic by a girl. I depict my simple good in the comic by. Well, no, in the comic, see, it's different because I had to actually shorten my comic. So right here in this, what you guys see in this comic right now, was the beginning of her life's journey because it's just at the beginning of her life's journey. And this is when she actually got kicked out by her parents and stuff. And boy with like the red hair and stuff, that's the boy and that's her future best friend. And the girl that's sitting on the ground, that's the main character, the girl that just got kicked out by her parents. No one cares for her. And the boy is basically telling her that I care and that, you know, we can grow up together. You don't have to just sit around here, right? That I care, basically. Okay. I plan on using my meaning of the simple good to improve my community and change the world by just giving a thought to people to donate to kids in need, right? This is important because there are a lot of kids out there starving and no one, not a lot of people want to do anything about it. Thank you. A simple good question I would like to ask others is, why do you think the person is bad but she always does the right thing?
Thank you so much, Zakaya. Go ahead, Laura.
Can I actually ask you to repeat the question, the simple good question again?
Yes. Why do you think the person is bad but she always does the right thing?
Why do you think the person is bad if she always does the right thing? Cool, cool. Well, first off, your drawing style, I'm really into it. The trajectory of the story is really, really cool. And in those moments where you're feeling like you're insignificant, sometimes it takes another person to step back and say, like, you matter, like, I see you. That really, really hits for me. And so my question to you is, in those moments where there's not a person reaffirming that, how do you step in for yourself?
Okay, so how would I step in for myself? I would just tell myself positive things like, I can do this. I can grow up and be the great person I can be and like show the world that I am actually counted as a person, you know, stuff like that. I would actually just lift my own self up.
Thank you.
Well, I just want to first get into the depth of this storyline. I'm saying we have levels to this. She's had a bad past, she's done bad things, but she's doing these great things. And then the perspectives, right? To some, she's a hero, and to some, she's a villain. And like in our own lives, right? I think you've hit on something very, very profound here, because in our own lives, sometimes you're the victor in a story, and sometimes you show up as the villain in the story, and maybe those weren't your intentions, but it's all about how others perceive you, right? So or how, the things that we do maybe affects people differently. So I just want to like give you snaps to the depth of this, because it hits on so many things. And my question to you, it just escaped my head, but I guess my overall question to you would be, how do you show up with your simple good right now in your day to day? How are you showing up that way for those in your community or your friends?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so
you're fine. Do you think?
What I would do for like if someone was like feeling down, like, just not really about themselves right now, I would just walk up to them and be like, you got this. I will stand by you until you get up on your feet. Like you I will do everything in my possible being or something like that, possible or something.
Your ability. Yeah.
Ability.
I got you. I'm with you. We here.
Okay, I'll do everything in my ability to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people sometimes don't have that right state of mind and just, would do anything to get approval of something, or someone. And you always need that approval of that person or something, right? So that means I would just walk up to the person and just say that, like, you don't always need that approval or something. You can grow up great by yourself. You can always do better than the person that taught you to do something worse.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Amazing. And Tamari wants you to know, good job. And that's a nice thing to do. All right, y'all. So we still have one more amazing art piece to go, but we're going to go ahead and on the back end, get some tech stuff ready for that. But I'd love right now if we can just take a minute to great big deep breath together and let it go. Yes. And why don't we go ahead and put in the chat some simple goods that are coming up for y'all right now. So many takeaways from these amazing artists, right? But I love to see what's present for y'all. So we had a lot of breakfast foods. We had a lot of nature simple goods before, but go ahead. Fill up that chat box. What simple goods are you feeling right now? What's something that has stuck out to you? Go ahead, throw it in the chat. Yes. So I'm seeing how the next generation is being empowered to be themselves. Seeing this artwork is making me smile. What else? What are the other self-love? Sitting and listening to greatness. Y'all are out here dropping gems and sharing truths that we can easily forget. About to make my whole Friday be full of all these simple goods. Valuing individuality and embracing it. Yes. What else? What other simple goods are we taking away? Just trying to put a smile on the people I love. The radical idea of being yourself when the world is trying to mold you into something different. Yes. My simple good is believing in myself, feeling courageous, kind, and confident from all of these simple goods, being present and aware. Amazing. And look at that. Perfect timing. I'd like to invite our final presenter today, Tamaya. Come on up, Tamaya. We are ready for you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Tamari Morris. I am 12 years old. I am in 6th grade. I attend Leif Erikson Scholastic Academy. My simple good is to do makeup. I do makeup because it helps me calm down when I am stressed or I do it for fun. When I'm bored, anytime, it helps a lot with stress. It calms me like meditation does. My simple good was inspired by my cousin and my mom's friend. I despise my simple good in my comic by my inspiration and how I grew up doing makeup. I started at a very young age. I started at the age of 8. Well, I started at the age of 7, but I started putting it on YouTube at the age of 8. I wanted to show people how you can grow when you do what you love and what makes you happy. I plan on using this meaning of simple good to improve my community and change the world by showing people you can do what you want and what you love. You don't need to change for nobody. Just be you and do what you love. People used to tell me not to do makeup. It looks ugly on me. You should do something else. That's not your talent. But after talking to my mom, I thought to myself, do what you love. Don't let anyone bring you down. It's important to me because it tells me just to be you. Never let anyone bring you down. Be happy. Do what you love. Hard work. Work hard to do what you love. Before I was as good as I am now, I wasn't doing so great. But if you try again, you will get there. And my simple good question to ask others is, what do you like to do in your free time or to calm you down? Thank you.
Yes, Tamaya, amazing. Okay, Jay, feedback, questions for Tamaya.
Oh, Tamaya, first of all, I don't know anything about makeup, so clearly help me out, sis. Looking at your drawing, first of all, I just want to like acknowledge the lights around the mirror. That detail, lets me know you really know what you're doing, Tamaya, with this makeup life. So for real. But I absolutely love it. And I love how you're already tapped into the thing that gives you your calm. God, that took me like forever to figure out, like, how do I get calm? What calms me down? And being so young and you've already found it, I think that's just incredible. And to do what you love is the only way that you can really grow. It's the only way that you can really keep going. And I think that that's just incredible that your mom gave you such amazing advice to ground in that. And so my simple good question to you is, I would say when it comes to doing what you love or your passions, when you're doing makeup, right? So like, let's take a moment to get into that mindset of you're doing some makeup. What is one word right now while you're imagining yourself doing this makeup that you feel? Like, what's the one word that'll describe how you feel in that moment?
I will say that it will like calm me down Cause like when I'm doing my makeup, it's just like I'm in the mood. Cause it will calm me down and I block out any distractions. Like as of now, my stuff is in my room. So if I go up to my room as of now, I will close my door to make sure my little sister doesn't come there because she's always taking my stuff. So I close my door and I will just sit down and think of what I want to do before I actually do it.
Yeah, I love how you say you get in your mood. Yeah, some call like your flow. I love that. Thank you, Tamaya.
Yeah, I'm into creating your piece. You are creating your piece. Thank you for sharing your artistry with us, and also have to commend this like setup. I also need some help in the makeup department, so I'll be looking at your YouTube videos. But something that really stuck out to me was this idea that you know, even if something brings you joy and you may not be so good at it, you try and you try and you keep on trying. And it's not about the good or the bad, but it really is like you are solid in how it makes you feel, and how it makes you radiate and that energy. And so my question to you is, when someone is finding, or because it is a journey and there may be many things that make you feel like you're stepping into your purpose. So when someone that is on that journey is looking for that feeling, that sense of purpose, what would you tell them when they're feeling a little bit disheartened because they're not at a place where they would want to share it with other people? And is that okay?
Well, I will tell them that it's okay. Just to never give up and just try to be yourself. You don't need to change for anyone. Just love yourself and let all the bad feelings go away. You don't need to stress over anything somebody says because I've been through that before.
Feeding your cup. Thank you.
Yes, let's give it up for Tamaya. Yes, Bree wants you to know that she likes your simple, good question. I like to do something that doesn't include screen time. So important to take a break. Olivia says, try again. Thank you for this reminder, Tamaya. And Shannon wants you to know that she loves this. So inspirational. Yes. And so inspired by all of y'all. Let's give another great big round of applause so they can all hear us all over the city. Yeah. So much coffee, caffeine. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for sharing your artwork with us. Y'all have done an amazing job inspiring us with your simple goods, your messages of hope, your messages of good and positivity. And now I hope that y'all are inspired, right, to go out there and continue to spread the simple good in your communities, right? I think we all have something that we can take away from this. And that being said, congratulations. You are all officially TSG Youth Ambassadors. Yes. All right, Miss Priya, if you want to go ahead, take it away and talk a little bit more about what that means.
Oh my God, this is the best way to start a Friday, and all you young ladies are the ones that made this possible. So I'm so proud of all of you girls to share your simple good and your inspiring messages that really will uplift all of us to create more good into the world, and take your messages as we even leave today. So congratulations for everything that you've been able to put together and have the courage to share with all of us. You guys are officially Simple Good Youth Ambassadors, which means not only do you have the knowledge and know-how of spreading positivity, but now you're accountable to do so. You're accountable to help us spread the simple good everywhere you go, into the community and into our world. So congratulations. We'll be following up with how we're going to do this together, but we're so excited to have you a part of our community. And just to give you guys a heads up, we're super excited to have you guys move forward with us. And all of our resources are now yours too. So thank you guys. And thank you everybody for joining us here today. This is definitely an inspirational Friday, and really appreciate you supporting our young girls. So I think Ms. Ollie will leave final words to Jay and Laura if you guys have anything that you want to also share with our students.
Yes, I would share. I would just say, first of all, like, ladies, snap for yourselves, clap for yourselves. Like, y'all came through today. You talking to strangers you've never met before, telling us all about your simple good, and then we're asking you all these questions, and y'all came with it. And I'm just like so in awe at the lessons you know so young, and the way you were able to pick them through your artistry, like finding a way to be able to communicate, like beyond just words. So I just want to say I commend you. I'm so, 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 so grateful that you allowed me to come into your space to listen and to share. And I really look forward to all the things y'all do from beyond today, because what I heard today is just completely magical. And I'm inspired by all of y'all. Y'all just turned my whole Friday around. I am ready to be in all the simple goods that y'all mentioned everywhere. So just love this so much, and thank you so much.
I love that. I want to second that. The power of sharing your simple good is so, so immense. It can completely shift your mood. And I'm so grateful for all of you guys for sharing all of that with me and with us. And I wanted to share my simple good because I think it really applies here so profoundly. My simple good is celebrating collective success and the success of my community and my people. And I feel like you guys are my people. So I just want to celebrate you all and all of the work that you've put into this and all of the simple good that you've put into the world. It means a lot. And you guys are all incredible, incredible people. So thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Amazing. Thank you, Jay and Laura. They're amazing artists and community organizers in Chicago. All of you guys should definitely follow their work and all the simple good that they're bringing into the community as well. And so, Ollie, I'll give you the final word and then we'll go ahead and close it out.
Yeah, so thank you again so much for everybody for just being here today. And yeah, I put in the chat that inspiration of sleeps, and one of the students said, yeah, you don't lie, I was up all night working on this, right? So y'all, again, just I hope you're proud of yourselves, because we're so proud of you, and we really have been touched. And I think sometimes part of the simple good, right? We talked all week about how it can be something really small that has a big impact. And maybe you don't feel like you're like, oh, I just drew a picture. We talked about some stuff, like, so what? No, like y'all really did do something, right? Like I have goosebumps underneath these long sleeves right now. Like I feel it in my chest. So I want you to know that you really are making a difference, and everybody is on here because they want to hear what you have to say. So please don't ever stop sharing your message, ever. And like Ms. Priya said, we're going to be continuing to be here to support y'all as you want to continue on your path of using art activism and the simple good around you. Yeah, and that's all I have to say. Girls, please don't. Ms. Priya has a few more things that she's going to share with the group, but do not log off, because we do have a little bit of a closing just internal for all of us. All right, y'all? All right, thanks. Go ahead, Priya.
Thanks, Miss Ollie. So thank you guys for joining again. We do want to have you guys stay involved. Don't forget to donate and buy our dope merch, which is actually all inspired by our students' meaning of the simple good, and helps us create more spaces just like what we've created today. And all the proceeds go directly to our students' programs. And also, last but not least, we actually have a really dope, fun event coming up in June that we want everybody here to be a part of, called the Hunt for Good. It is a urban art scavenger hunt, all centered around finding the simple good around us. So would love to have you guys be a part of it. It's on June 12th, and it really not only helps us discover, the simple good around us, but allows us to do that as a collective community, and discover some things that we don't always see in our neighborhoods sometimes. And all the proceeds also help our programs with our young girls. So thank you guys for being here today, and please stay in touch, and hopefully we'll see you guys very soon.
All right, thanks, y'all. All right, girls, again, don't log off, girls, but everybody else, thanks so much, and goodbye. Yeah. Oh, that was so fast. Dang. All right. Goodbye. Zakaya, Lamia, Kayla, Marshana, Heaven, Santania, Tamaya. Y'all, I'm crying. How y'all feel?
It's time to leave already.
Wait, one at a time. What was that?
I actually feel good that I got that off of my chest because, like, at the end, I started crying because all of that stuff was built up inside of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing it, Tamai. Zakai, what were you gonna say?
I feel great about my drawing. They like praised it and like it just got my feelings up.
Yeah. And then Kayla, I know that you said that you also felt good in the chat. Kayla, this is your second time being able to present your work. How do you feel being the second time? Does it feel any different from the first? Kayla, you still with us? Okay. All right, girls. I know that I think we lost Mayana. If somebody wants to see if she wants to come back on, we do have the post assessment.
I text her.
Thanks.
About to call her again. She gets out of me, I'm sure.
Kayla said, yeah, Kayla, I was just wondering, since you actually got to participate over the summer and now during the spring break, so just curious if you feel any different from that first time to the second time.
I say I feel a bit better this time since I kind of knew what was going to happen, like the structure of how everything was going to go. So yeah.
Yeah, that's real. Thank you, Kayla. All right, y'all. So we do have the post assessment. If you remember, we did a pre-assessment in the beginning of the week, right? Because we wanted to do a temperature check and a gauge to see where y'all were at with using art, public speaking, the idea of thinking positively. So now we're going to fill out a post assessment, right? Post meaning after. So after we've completed the program together, to see where you've grown, right?